Hey, what's up? My name is Jeff with Production Prints, where we do event and online marketing. And today's video, I want to talk about Google. This guy right here. Google is a huge search company along with many other segments of their business, but they are different. And as an advertiser, as somebody who's looking to advertise on Google, believe me, there are some very good reasons why Google is the best for many of the advertisers out there over other platforms. And I just want to talk about what some of those reasons might be. I'm not saying that the other platforms don't offer a lot of other value as lead forms and everything else. Also, believe me, they do. But Google is special, and I just want to come out and say it. And the reason why is, and I put this up here first, is they are intent based. Okay, so as an advertiser, this is a really important concept to me, and I just want to talk about this a little bit. So, Google obviously is a search engine. So you pull up your browser, you type in google.com. That person is actively typing something in, whether they're planning for an upcoming vacation, whether they're looking to replace their HVAC system, and I can go on. But the important thing to note is that that user, that consumer, is actively looking for something. It is at the forefront of their mind. They put all the other time aside and they are trying to get information. They're trying to compare prices and so on. And that is a really big deal because if you think about it, a lot of other advertising, whether it's on TV, right? You're watching a show and then ads come on. Okay, well, you weren't actively trying to find those advertisers. They just paid for space to be put in front of you like that. And that is an extremely important distinction because this means somebody typing something into Google, it's at the forefront of their mind, and they are probably in the sales funnel further down because, sure, they may be looking for research still or trying to compare, and it's going to take them a little while to make a decision if they do, but it's at the forefront of their mind. They're what's called in the market, and that is huge. You look at all the other lots of other platforms and they're not necessarily in the market. You just paid and you put an ad right in front of them and they're like, okay, no. And so that's the number. That's why I want to put this up here first. Plus, us as advertisers, we have control over the intent. Obviously we bid on keywords. There's a lot to Google. It's not just keywords. There's now retargeting, etc. But when we talk about keywords, we have some control over it. We can do a longer, a 3-word query or keyword phrase, which narrows down. So we can come up with some examples of it. But, if we were looking for a certain, I don't know, let's say we're looking for a basketball, right? But we want a regulation size basketball. Well, we could put regulation basketball instead of just basketball. And now we've narrowed it down. So we have some control. Okay, so the next one is human habit. Okay, well, we want to tap into this because so many people are just programmed to pull up their browser and type into Google. Okay, that's why Bing has so much trouble. Is because the human habit is already there to just go to Google. It's well known, it's just widely used, and it's just human habit. Robust data and analytics. A lot of people are familiar with the Google Analytics, and that is just where you can tie whatever website or online property you've got to be able to get the data, the analytics, and things like that. And obviously that can get tied into Google as well as far as being an advertiser goes. We can kind of see what traffic it brings, whether it's the breakdown of organic or social media or direct, etc. That's a video for another day, however. Diversified advertising options. Well, Google provides a lot of different ways. Obviously, the main one is the search terms. So we can do keyword research and we can find lots of great keywords of products that we sell and then build ads around that to be able to show people when they search for those terms. But they also offer retargeting, and then there's audience where you can create your own audiences, and just it could go on and on. So that's another one, is diversified advertising options. There's a lot of different angles that you can take when it comes down to this. Okay. Huge network of partnerships. Well, Google also has a lot of different partnerships with companies where they allow their ads to appear on the pages. So if you think of all the different, whether it's news sites like CNN or other websites where you see the ads appear, you're harnessing their traffic now. You know, if some of these news sites, or, you know, there's lots of websites that have advertising on there, but a lot of them are tying into the Google network. And that's just one way. Some even have a search capability on their website. And when you type something into that search box is powered by Google. And so it can show results from Google. So now you're not limited to just the search box on google.com typing something in. You can now have your ads appear on all the different networks, all the different websites, and leveraging everything powered by Google. YouTube. Well, YouTube is owned by Google, so that's an easy one. But it's also the second biggest search engine in the world. Google's number one. So that at google.com, you pull up the search, that's the number one. The number two, YouTube. YouTube, I mean, I use YouTube for everything, as I'm sure you do as well. As a matter of fact, you're watching this video on YouTube. And so when we type something in, that's another way where you can hone in. If you're talking about somebody who's typing something in for DIY cabinets on YouTube and you want to look to see how to build something, well, that's a perfect opportunity for Lowe's or Home Depot to advertise before you watch the video. And so obviously another great reason why Google's different from other marketing channels is because Google has YouTube and all the other guys don't. So I'm not going to go too much into the other marketing channels, but these are just some of the reasons what makes it different than Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Bing, and even SEO, which does kind of tie into Google because SEO is geared towards the search engine marketing of Google. But anyways, this video is all about what makes Google different. And believe me, there's a lot of reasons why. And that's why we need to be on Google in front of our customers, connecting with them directly. So please see the links below. Subscribe if this video was helpful, and hit the like button to help us out. And we'll see you on the next video.